and welcome to the Salty Boys Podcast.
You are so drunk that you will take disadvantage for the rest of the day. Unless, actually, roll me a con save on a 19 or higher.
This is great! I loved watching that journey happen. I was like, as soon as you said honeys, I saw the brain stop, and you're like, I can save this.
The Salty Boys Podcast.
Are we good?
Yeah.
We're live?
Yeah. So, I mean, not at the moment.
How are we doing?
We're live now, but we won't be live when anyone listens to
Oh,
this.
fuck, I gotta get my initiative tracker up.
Yeah, I gotta get my milk.
It's just about to go there.
Cock breath, coffee, motherfucker. I was doing that a bunch during load-in to Devin, and I just looked at him like, I honestly don't really know where that reference is from, and he just laughed, and he's like, yeah, nobody does.
Which reference?
Milk.
Oh, yeah. That, I mean,
I can't find it. I was looking for it the other day. I was just circling the drain and found myself looking at YouTube poop, and I couldn't find that one. I think it's gone. It's a SpongeBob YouTube poop.
Oh, okay.
It's when he goes to he's trying to get into the salty spittoon, but they won't let him in because he's not tough enough. So he's like trying to go. They're like, you should go to Weenie Hut Junior, kid. There's a spot where he's like, I guess some guy's trying to get in the club, and he's like, I ate nails for breakfast. And the bouncer's like, yeah, so what? He goes, without any milk. And he's like, oh, okay, my mistake.
go on it. Go ahead.
So that's where the milk.
From the original episode.
Yeah, from the original episode, he says he ate nails without any milk. But then the YouTube pooper just like put milk in, like, you gotta have milk. You gotta have muscles, milk. It's great. Now I have to find it.
You can't look over here.
What am I going to see? How am I going to see around? Like, what am I gonna, like?
You literally pay to see.
What?
You have DLC for your fucking eyes, moron.
DLC, pay to see, see to shining, see my see.
Your privilege is showing.
This man just said glasses are DLC for your eyes. Change my mind.
It's deep.
Oh my god. Would it be DLC or would it be more like a day one patch?
Did you get glasses the day after you were born?
The day after you were adopted? Fucker.
That's not a dice.
Heads. Why did that one get you?
I don't know. Oh, hey, what are your characters' fucking names again? Grambo? Crambo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crambo. Errol Withstriff.
Errol Wavestriff.
Errol Wave Dash.
What's your Morty HP?
Well, is that how much I have right now?
No. How much,
No, I'm trying to,
oh, okay.
I don't, is that, because it says 11, but I think I just got hurt.
Oh, yeah, because you use the ruby.
How do I take a short, long rest?
Just, yeah, long rest, you're fine.
Long rest, apply. Oh, okay. Yeah, doubled it. I have 22.
22, okay.
22.
And Gumbus?
40.
40.
I was like, it was at 25, and I'm like, I think I've been hit, but I'm not sure.
Anyway, so DJ Skinny Penis is on skinny vacation, so we're dealing with
For skinny people only.
for skinny people, no big peeps.
I just looked at my equipment for this character.
Oh, do you have D's nuts?
I do, and right now I have like a description of what everything does. It's just next to D's nuts. I just wrote "kill me."
Oh yeah, because you thought someone was going to be in that chest.
It was a
Other than the ruby.
it was a teleporty ruby.
Yeah.
I also have a teleporty scroll.
You do? Did you use that?
I used a teleporty thing. Was it the scroll that I used?
Was it the scroll or the ruby? I don't remember.
No, it was a scroll.
Okay.
Okay.
So is the ruby still there?
Oh, I don't
Maybe.
have a ruby in my info.
There's a ruby amulet, right?
Bro, that was like years ago.
That was a couple months ago. I'm pretty sure there's a ruby amulet.
Yeah. It is an amulet with a type of gemstone that is not an emerald.
Yeah. We'll say ruby.
Anyway,
Yeah, fuck it. So, it's your boy Sawyer, DMing tonight. Got my setup going. The person directly to my left. No yips tonight.
I can't count left. It's AR. It's playing the infamous Grambo Crambo.
I'm playing Errol. Call me Errol.
The Seeker of Altair. Gentlemen, we have a couple things to go over before we get into this session. So, we are all aware that the Baron von Tindersnuff was a vampire. You have successfully started and finished a plumbing service in the quickest amount of time any small business has in Altair. So congratulations.
We also formed and disbanded quicker than any small business in
also
Altair.
did as well, which has made 4 world records so far for both of you. So that's pretty successful.
We didn't get any. We made no profits on this venture, but we also lost none.
You
It's
you
true.
are at a net
We broke even.
neutral.
Well, some say Grambo earned initiative for his quick response.
Probably. I don't know what that means.
I don't know if you remember what I was on the ceiling, and one of the guards is like, "What kind of plumber are you?" And I go, "Damn good one."
Oh yeah, and you rolled a fucking 20.
On stealth, yeah.
I don't know. You rolled really well. Yeah, both of y'all rolled super well. I don't know how the fuck you made it out of there
Plumbers.
with getting the Baron taken away by the guards. And in your and then you were what? Captured by the guards.
Yeah, we went to jail.
Went to
then
jail.
Yardley tried to get us out with Johnny, or
Jimmy the Lifter.
Jimmy.
Timmy
Jimmy.
2-bit fingers.
Jimmy the Lifter. And then you teleported out.
Yep.
Yeah, he was trying to like knock us out, and I'm like, bro, that's sus. So we flew out of there.
As you should.
We hit the teleport to Lumbridge.
You did home teleport, so that doesn't refresh for another 30 minutes.
Oh, that's a rechargeable teleport scroll?
No, we're joking.
That was a
It's
joke.
RuneScape joke.
If you played RuneScape, you would know. But
I'm sorry.
you
I
didn't make my alt, so
I have a life.
At the end of this quest, we get to teleport home to Falador, though.
you do get to change your home telly though, which is nice.
All right. well,
Anyway,
teleport's gone now. I erased them.
okay. So you ended up teleporting into a familiar faces abode. He goes by Woolsworth. Slightly old man. Previous employment was a butler of the highfalutin variety. He had a old. Well, we'll figure that out later. He has a daughter. He has a wife, you know. Sorry, but no, he has a daughter, Iris, who we haven't seen yet. But since you teleported, there's teleportation's kind of like still not exactly what we call fully explored and scientific yet.
It's like space tourism.
Yeah, like space tourism. So some people get really lucky on their teleportation, which in fact you did. Other people aren't necessarily so lucky, especially with kind of like the volatile nature of it, especially with a scroll, because you're essentially trying to put. It's like you're trying to put a Corvette engine on a bicycle and giving it to a child and said, "Here you go." So some people end up with half of their bodies in one place, half their bodies in the other. Other people end up losing a limb, but you both have somehow managed to get out unscathed, minus the fact that you have been asleep for quite some time now. You were awake just enough to meet Woolsworth, but you have been conked for about a week now.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, you have been. It's almost like jet lag. You get out, you get the teleportation hits, and you're like, "Whew, made it!" And you're like, "Fuck." And so it has been about a week. The sun is rising now over a new day at the Mill Glade. It's a quiet little agricultural village, mostly selling bread to various people. It's one of the biggest suppliers for Altair. In fact, for its bread, for its kind of like seeds, wheat, barley, whatever it might be, corn to make the whiskey. Whiskums.
Cornbread.
And then, but yeah, so you have awoken at the Mill Glade, a little bit southeast of Altair. It's a fairly quiet town, not really too much goings-ons or anything like that. But you see Woolsworth kind of like sitting in his rocking chair over in the corner of like a kind of dim lit room. The sun just kind of like peeks through the curtains, hitting both of your eyes, kind of get you boys awake, and you just hear like a little squeak of a rocking chair, and Woolsworth is humming what sounds to be the Build That Wall theme from Bastion, out of key.
Is the sunlight... Are we sensitive to the sunlight?
Do you have light vision?
No, we got bit in the neck by a vampire.
Well, we don't know yet. No.
No.
God damn it. Pretty crucial plot element if we're waking up to the sunshine.
It is.
Okay, well...
All right, so obviously I know Errol knows Woolsworth. Does he know the place he's in? Has he been here before?
Have you been to Woolsworth's house?
Yeah.
No, but you have been to the Mill Glade before, but you haven't been into Woolsworth's house. You've met him around town maybe a couple times in your comings and goings, but Woolsworth kind of is a fairly private man. So he's gonna kind of say, "Oh, gentlemen, I see you've arisen for the second time. Took quite the nasty nap after that teleportation into my living room. I've managed to clean up a little bit, but I might need a little bit of help with my dressers that have been unceremoniously broken." And he's gonna kind of look right at Errol. Seeker.
Seeker, I hardly know her.
Shigadoom.
Hot put ding. There's a spittoon everywhere.
How do you gentlemen feel? Better, worse?
How are we feeling?
I mean, you're feeling a little bit woozy. You've been asleep for about a week. You feel oddly refreshed, though, but still a little bit woozy. You feel so rested, in fact, that you will get advantage on your next skill check or any check that you would like to have made.
Nice.
Both of you do.
Do we have
Nice.
a case of gone up a level? Or 5?
What level are we at now?
We're level 4.
I'm at level 4.
Oh yeah, y'all at level 5. My bad.
Nice. I'll have to take care of that on the first break.
You can take care of it right now if you want.
Well, because I don't know what... Because he's a wizard, bro.
Oh fuck! Shit.
gonna take an hour.
Shit that.
It's never...
Shit that goddamn fuck.
It's never just hit level up. It's like hit level up, then learn spells,
Yeah,
then
why can't you be a
rearrange spells.
goddamn barbarian? Just
'Cause-
like, I get one more attack forever.
Because wizards are the most fun. They can do the most shit.
Do I want to multi-class or do I want to keep Grambo as just a monk? Because I get more cool monk stuff at level 5, right?
I think so.
I think that's just before your skill increase. I don't remember what monks get at 5. We're on this train here. Let's find out. Let's find out.
What do monks get? Let's find out.
5E.
My gym partner is a monkey. Monkey.
Oh my lord, that's a blast from the past.
Bad. That's okay, show. It's not.
You get your extra attack and you get stunning strike, which I think is the most broken thing a monk can do.
All right, well, that's an easy... Grambo's now a level 5 monk.
Yes. Welcome to here. Yeah. So here's how you play monk. You attack twice, and then you spend a key point to use flurry of blows, and then you attack 3 more times, and you just do that, and you can just always punch things. Yeah. So you get stunning strike. So you can spend a key point to do a stunning strike. The target has to make a con save or be stunned until the end of your next turn. It's pretty great.
Oh, I can also do the catch missiles thing.
Yeah. You got that at 3rd level, I think.
I don't think so.
I think you did. You want to
Milk.
Pretty sure you get it at 3rd level.
Milk.
You did get it at 3rd level.
Oh.
Remember the last time you tried to correct me on game-related theory? Ended up buying me B-dubs.
I did.
Wait, what?
I think you were there. Air swore to. I was gonna say. He swore tooth and nail.
Swear to me.
He swore up and down the Gen 5 or the physical
Gen
special
3,
list.
Yeah, Gen 3 was physical special split.
It wasn't.
It was not.
What was it?
It's 4.
Gen 4.
Oh, cool. I don't really.
Gen 3 did introduce physical contact on certain moves because of abilities, even though they were still special.
I bet.
Let's get physical. Physical. Let's get physical. Physical.
Ow! Anyways,
That was stupid.
we have gotten off track.
We got a bit off track, boys. Better get a little track done.
The Salty Boys got off track.
Step on gas. You needed a drink first.
Anyway,
yeah,
feeling great.
Yeah, so Woolsworth, you're feeling pretty good. Oddly enough, yeah, the places where you were bitten haven't really seemed to do anything yet.
Interesting.
So, Woolsworth, friend, you've no doubt seen the malady my friend here and I were afflicted with. Give it to me straight. How okay are we?
Oh, yes, you've tangled with quite the beastie, haven't you? Where did you find this vampire?
Back home, Baron von Tindersnuff, if you've heard of him.
The Baron.
Or what was left of him, at any rate. He wasn't really quite himself.
Were there any more vampires around, or was it just Tindersnuff?
I mean, as far as I'm aware, he was the only one, but I don't really have a sense for this kind of thing.
It is troubling. The last time we had a vampire uprising was the Duchess Minerva. I had briefly served her for a time. She started to lose her mind a little bit, little by little, consumed by power. Sorry, I'm just trying to give you the giggles.
I hate you.
So he was like, yeah, but the Baron, he was always a little bastard for power. Always scheming, running through his head. But
It's an edgy Woolsworth. He
is.
said the beastard word.
did. It's like, I guess it finally got the best of him. But the bastard of them. The bastard of them. The bastard, Jon Snow. Jock. Jesus. But yeah, so he was like, but the bite, though, it doesn't seem that it's taken hold just yet. I've managed to stave off some of the infection. But you don't have long. Maybe about a week or two, give or take.
Oh, shit.
Before the transformation happens. But people's bodies they all react differently to it. Some people succumb to it, and they meet a swift end with a swift recovery into vampirism. Other people, it's a slow demise.
So that's it then. We're just fucked?
Well, no, not necessarily. There is I'm not sure of a cure. But what I am certain of is that you might be able to get some help. And for someone a little bit more wiser can help you with this matter. He's a callous old man. Much like myself right now. And he's gonna take a swig from his empty glass, which is kind of peculiar, but he continues though. He says, You can find him at the Grand Hollow. And he's gonna kind of like point towards the direct. It's the very center point of the continent. It's a big fucking tree, but there's a library. A lot of servants of Vecna in there. They might be able to help you out with that. But as for right now, it seems you are well rested. Seems you are fit. Do you have any other questions for me, Errol? Or I didn't catch your name.
They call me Grambo Crambo.
Grambo Crambo.
Crambo.
I will remember that for the rest of my life. Grambo.
All right.
They call me Woolsworth.
All right. I'll remember that until I start drinking again.
Would you like some now? And he's going to hand you an empty brandy glass.
Can I? In the words of Simmons, I choose to smell it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you definitely catch whiffs of brandy. It's a brandy glass. So.
Okay, so it's not like there's actually like magic invisible brandy in there.
Who knows? What are you going to do?
No, I'll humor him.
All right. So you're going to take a sip?
Yeah,
How big of a sip?
a sip,
You're going to take a sip?
sip.
You're going to take a little sip.
Yeah.
So, because
drip
you're
sip.
a little uneasy, but the second you take the sip, you're not going to see anything, but there is going to be like a liquid that just like flows down. It feels warm, but not biting. Very smooth, and hints of vanilla, oak, slight cherry, and honey.
Cramo's gonna hold the brand glass in his hand. He's gonna kind of start and like, damn, that's some good shit. How'd you do that?
Well, my precious daughter Iris, she has a keen eye, so I've had to hide a bit of the juice, if you know what I mean.
All right, old man. Whatever.
No, actually, I have no idea what you mean.
What do you mean, seeker? You see things, yes, with your eyes.
I don't see her anywhere, though.
She's been running around playing. I'm not. She comes and goes as she pleases,
Kind of like his brandy.
exploring. You get the sense that Woolsworth now is just kind of rambling a little bit more than not really giving any other help. But he will say, "Well, please, since you are at the Glade, please go enjoy the town. It is the Harvest Festival after all.
All right.
No need to stay in this hubbub of a bubub.
Are these bububs bouncing?
These bububs make my bububs bounce."
So how badly did we actually wreck his living room by teleporting in?
You did a fair bit of fucking damage to it.
All right.
Like there is a not like a pentagram, but there's a like burned in part to his floor. Several of his furniture things have been smashed. It is. Have you ever seen like Jumper, the movie?
No.
It stars Hayden Christensen.
Oh yeah, that one. That's right.
I very much enjoyed it.
Okay.
I'm in the minority of the minority, but the kind of like effects that the teleportation scroll has is it's a little bit greater than an actual like teleportation spell, just because they're putting so much energy into one little sheet of paper that it rips pretty violently a hole into the where you are and then sends you to somewhere else. So it has to have a little bit more overproofing, as it were. And so with Jumper, like some of like you would take little particles and whatnot, and it would just big fucking boom happens. So Woolsworth has been just kind of like tidying up for that week.
Is there anything I can help him like clean up real quick?
Yeah,
Without-
you can help put like some dressers back, like his bed preferably. Even though you are in his living room, that's like kind of his house. It's an open floor plan, so little boho, you know.
Errol, I don't know this, man, but we done fucked your shit up, and I only don't clean up after myself if I'm at the bar.
Yes, very well. We will assist the good butler with his chores, and then we will assist ourselves with our sores.
Oh, very, very funny there, Errol. Wavestriff. Please help me. Big guy over. Can you help me? Please move this bed over a little bit more.
He's the smallest person in the room.
He's all-inclusive.
All right, I'm gonna try.
Thank you.
I ain't got very big arms.
But you have a big heart. And my God, collapsed liver. So he's going. I guess y'all will be. Y'all are moving that. And Bubs, roll me a perception check.
I ain't got a collapsed liver. I got a work liver.
It's not great. I don't think my bonus is enough to make that not shit.
I don't know. You do have. You can roll one more with advantage.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was a 7. That's over 20.
Sweet.
23.
As they start to move the bed, you notice a small hat had fallen.
Oh my God. Is this a top hat?
It is indeed a top hat. It's a small top hat. What are you gonna do with it? So we're in the process of like moving the bed back. You hear Woolsworth going, "No, I marked it over here, silly. Please put it right there."
Do I know what does the top hat look like?
It's a striped hat.
Striped.
Horizontal stripes on the top hat.
Am I sensing any juice coming off of it? Any magic juice?
You don't really sense any juice coming off that, but
Not even after I run an Arcana
go for it.
test.
Roll it.
Does the hat look like
That's
it's...
a nat 20.
You are picking something up,
So I am.
but you're not sure what it is. But it's definitely like your Geiger on your head's going.
Is it maybe fitted for not a person, but indeed a feline? For top cat, maybe?
Who knows?
It's a top hat for top cat?
Who knows?
I'm gonna look to see if Woolsworth is occupied, and Curious Errol is gonna pick this hat up.
Woolsworth is gonna kind of like, what are you doing with that? gonna kind of look over.
Just admiring your headgear, good sir. It's not really in season, but I'm, if I know anything about you, you don't really care about the seasons. You care about fashion.
Seasons come and go, seasons change. But what are you doing with my hat?
As I said, I'm just admiring it. As he's admiring it.
Okay. Well, do please put it back. It is very precious to me.
Absolutely. He's gonna turn the hat around and look inside of it.
Okay.
Is there a cannon
As he's putting
inside
it
of
in.
it? Is there a cannon inside of it?
No. You just see a felt inside to the hat.
Can I try to reach in and pull a rabbit out?
If you want.
I'm gonna reach in and try and pull a rabbit out of the hat.
All right. You reach in and feel the felt of the hat.
Oh. Your hat's shit, Woolsworth.
It's a hat.
He's gonna put the hat down.
It was a very dear friend who gave me that hat, and I have not seen him in quite a long while.
I'm sorry to hear that, friend. I guess I'm gonna help clean up now.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys kind of get his house a little bit more spick and span. Doesn't take too terribly long. Like, he had done most of the grunt work when y'all were passed out a little bit, so it's about, I don't know, midday, noonish. Would y'all like to go check out the Harvest Festival? Or would you like to do anything else?
I kind of want to check out this curing this vampire shit of us, because we've got about a week before we become one or die.
Yeah.
How long does it take us to get to this fancy tree?
7 weeks. I'm kidding. It'll take a few days if you're hoofing it.
Does that mean on horses or just walking?
Whatever you want to make it mean. It'll be on horseback. Will probably be a couple days ride.
Okay, well, I mean, if there's a place that you can buy shit, it's at a festival.
Yeah. So y'all are so here, I'll show you the map here. So Woolsworth's house is right around here. All the farmland shit is all over here. Don't look at that. The main attraction to this place is the big ass fucking windmill. Yeah. You got your little stables over here. You got your fucking blacksmith, your hotels, all the shit that your small town could need. And you it's curious how with Altair being its largest supply or largest purchaser of seeds and breads and other kind of fine goods like that, you're curious as to why the town isn't a lot bigger than it is. Who knows? But it was a good roll.
It was a 12.
Fuck off. That was the best roll. So yeah, you're kind of walking around. You immediately see the stables to your dead ahead of you. All the townspeople are kind of running around. You get the little ribbon on the big stick, and the kids are just fucking flailing their arms. There's a little bread eating contest happening. Also pie eating contest next to the bread eating contest. There's little tests of strength, things like that. You can.
Is there a drinking contest?
There is actually.
Is there gold on the line?
There could be. In fact, this is the 30th annual drinking contest. They had to stop it a few years back because someone had actually died, but you know,
It was Grambo.
it might have been Grambo.
Someone died here.
Somebody died here. But it's a super fun event. All the people, there's a kids drinking contest, and then there's the adult drinking contest. So usually the champions of the children's contest graduate into the adult drinking contest, but they are usually their first time through that ringer is very hard on them, and then they get better and better as the years go on. But the returning champion, you start to hear in the background like, "Oh, it's Mr. Stephanius Darcy, the big heavy kahuna drinker," and then he's gonna kind of like hold his hands up. He's a big old pot-bellied fucking orc. And he's going to be like, he's gonna beat his chest really hard and go, and then he's gonna take a big old swig and spit it at the audience. He's a pretty popular guy, as you can tell. People are cheering his name.
Now, Errol, I don't usually speak up about the things that I see other people do, but that's alcohol abuse, my friend.
What are you gonna do about it, sir?
I fucking drink him under the table.
Looks like we got another drink off. You're gonna walk. I'm assuming you're walking up to the booth right now.
Yeah.
Sweet. So the guy's gonna look at you and be like, "You're not from around here, are you?"
No.
Ah, well, my name is Lars Klauskraft.
I already forgot.
Alrighty. And you're just in time for the tournament here.
I knew a man named Justin Time once. His first name was Justin. How much is the gold to enter?
It's gonna be 5 gold to enter.
What do I win if I win?
300 gold.
Hey, hang on one second. Errol.
Was this my job in every campaign we're in? Is to pay for people's shit.
No, I'm not asking you for money.
Oh,
Errol,
yes, friend.
I thought
how much does a horse cost?
Well, I thought I was under the impression we were on our way to the stables to get that kind of information.
Yeah, I only got 50 gold, but I'm not gonna win 300. So you go do that, and I'm gonna go throw up on this crowd.
All right. Try not to get too wasted here. We really need to make good time tonight.
Well, if you drive the horse, I'll buy it.
All right. We're gonna do just that.
I got 57 gold, so I don't need to borrow any.
Fuck yeah. Okay, so Gumbus, you're gonna need 5d20.
I need 5d20?
Yeah,
Okay, let me adjust my gold count first, so I don't
that's fine.
steal gold from DM Bank. Can you give me 4d20?
I don't have 4d.
Where's the bag of dice? Literal pound of dice, and I can't even find 5d20. Bless you.
Thank you.
You know, if I had like more free time, I would cut all this blank noise out, but I don't, and it's gonna be in the podcast forever.
It's just a little spice of life stuff.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it. It's actually really hard to edit this because, like, it just fucks up the sentence flow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, no.
Oh yes.
All right, I found 5.
Okay. So the way this is gonna work, we have 5 dice here, so we can't have. Well, we can maybe have a tie, but you're gonna roll all 5 of them. There's 5 rounds of drinking. You can order them however you want, but you have to remember your order. And so, by the end of it, we'll see who wins the drink off. So you can either put like your smallest numbers first to your largest numbers, or whatever you want to do. And since you have your advantage, you can re-roll one of them if you want. This is going to be a fun round of drinking.
All right, so I get advantage on one of these?
On one of them. You can re-roll them however you want.
Do I also get advantage because I'm Grambo fucking Crambo?
You don't. If you can make me laugh right now, I will give you one more advantage. You have disadvantage. Okay. So the first round comes out. First round of drinking. AR, what tasting sniffing notes are you getting on this here alcohol?
Tastes like horse piss.
Tastes like horse piss. We love it. That is that's a good wine term. Apparently, when people are sniffing wine, it's like burnt leather, tires, cat piss, and I'm like, why is that appealing? It's not. But horse piss, primo stuff. So, the drink is going off to a strong start. That you get the feeling that this was a little bit more potent than the shit that Woolsworth gave you. So, you said just horse piss?
That's all Grambo's getting off of it. He's not a wine guy. He prefers his alcohol made from grain.
I mean, it is grain alcohol.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying tasting notes in general.
Okay.
When people are describing it.
Yeah, you can tell it's strong, but it's not top shelf.
All right. Cool. So, how did you order your numbers? What did you get?
Well, in true Grambo fashion, he gets better at drinking as the drunker he gets. So we got a 3, 4, 12, 13, and 14.
I want you to tell me in order when I ask you, and I only want one fucking dice.
Do you say?
What was your first goddamn dice?
3.
3? All right. I'm not going to let you know the results until the very end.
Okay.
Bitch. Alrighty. So you had a 3.
I did.
Now, as the game starts to go on, you're feeling it. Obviously, like the first one was like, what the fuck did I get myself into here? And Stefanius is matching you. He's matching you like crazy. He's down him. You got your little chasers in there.
I haven't drank for a week.
I know. Next round comes out here. Now, this is a slightly different alcohol. Bubs, what are the tasting notes? Let me know.
Tastes like raisins with a hint of mint.
Raisins with a hint of mint.
A mint of hint.
Yeah. Gumbus, what was your next number in there?
4.
You had a 4. Man, this is pretty close. You're still going right at it. Stefanius he's getting a little rosy in the cheeks. Usually by like the second one, people are kind of starting to feel it. You're already noticing the first couple kids who joined in from when they're of age now, they've already tapped out. Like they are literally on the ground. So, things happen. Next beverage comes out. What we sniffing, boy? What we tasting?
All right. As the night goes on, they're getting the quality up. So
Indeed they are.
It's a nice barley wine. You can tell it was brewed with a little touch of cardamom in there.
It's a little curveball in there. We don't have too much cardamom in Mill Glade, but you know what? They do it for you.
It's an imported beer.
It's a simported beer. They do it for the kids. But yeah, so it's a pretty tall glass. So they kind of like run the gambit for their alcohol. You essentially get a flight of mystery things. What was your number, Gumbus?
12.
You got 12?
I got a 12.
Fuck yes, dude. You are actually pulling out a little bit now. You're pulling ahead. He's starting to really like jam it right in there. He's thinking of just like swallowing the whole thing. Like he can't swallow fast enough because you are in fact going under the table and fondling his nuts. Like you. Anyway, so his drinking's starting to get a little bit slower. You're actually somehow hitting your stride. The penultimate number, what did you get?
13.
You got a 13.
I did.
Fuck. Bubs, what is this next tasting?
This is actually a placebo. It's just water.
With a little rosemary in it.
So some herby water?
It's actually just fucking water.
Just fucking water.
But the mind is gonna like make it potent enough. to get drunk off this water.
It pretty much, at this point,
It's like there's a video on YouTube where this woman's like, there's like this little girl's having like a birthday party and she's like giving her kids like shots of grape juice, but they think it's alcohol, so they act drunk all night.
that's amazing. I put crack in their hot dogs.
What?
That was just a bunch of kids. It was a video. A bunch of kids were just running around a pool and like at Mach 10, and this creepy uncle dude's just like, I put crack in their hot dogs. So this is a strange coincidence though, because this water, you would not know this, but Stefanius would. There's always one placebo in the tournament, and he knew it was coming. He knew it was coming real hard. Real hot coming. Not a like
Hard.
come my butt. So he tasted the water and he's like, oh yes, he's starting to pull ahead just a little bit. You said you got a 13 on that one?
Yeah.
Okay. You're falling behind a little bit. You're falling behind, but you can probably rally on this last one here. What is the tasting notes on this last beverage?
The last one. The last one. The last one. It's
More water.
smoky and peaty and also a little sweet with a definite herbalness to it, and it is strong as fuck.
It absolutely is. So this is in fact the Millglade Special. Remember Skull Splitter that we talked about?
Yeah.
This is like... So this, to give you both a little bit of history about the town, it is run by the Tribunal of Orcs. There's 5 of them. But...
Because orcs can't count, because tribunal means 3.
Exactly. They cannot count, they really don't know what's happening, but god damn it, they thought the word sounded cool. So the Tribunal of Orcs came together, and they realized in order to increase commerce, production, and whatnot, and in order to kind of line their pockets a little bit more, they started to make grain alcohol from some of the waste from the farmland, so they could be industrious, big green fellows. And they've had Skull Splitter before.
Their distillation process works because they believe it works.
Yes. And they have man, that one really like got my brain thoughts are moving away from what I wanted to say.
You're welcome.
I remember. So Skull Splitter, they realized Skull Splitter was not strong enough, and they said, "Wow, this isn't going to work." So they had to make something even stronger. And in this case, the Millglade Special is that 99% alcohol,
1% smoke.
1% smoke, but that smoke is just enough to fuck your ass. Because I hate smoking my goddamn drinks. It's a big 1% though.
Yeah, but yet it's still exceptionally well balanced.
It is. Surprisingly, the orcs are not cavemen,
That's true.
but they can make it taste pretty good.
They're spacemen.
Spachemin. So you got, what was your last roll?
14.
14.
Dr. Leo Spachemin.
This is a close match. You and Stefanius both have been going at it. You've been going at it hard. You've made eye contact. You're sweating, it profusely moving your arms to the beat of your own alcohol.
That's the 5-0.
That's the children screaming in the back. They are engrossed by this scene, engorged with joy and admiration for these two people destroying their stomachs and livers and futures potentially. They will never forget the sacrifice you've both made. But someone has to win and someone has to lose. Unfortunately, this seems to be a tie.
Of course it is.
The rolls that I had averaged out pretty well to be a tie.
Fair enough.
And this makes it sound better. So, what Lars is going to do, this has never happened before. It will be one final drink.
All right.
One final beverage comes down to this. One roll to rule them all.
Rolling.
Pick your dice.
Can I just roll all 5 D20 and pick the best one?
No. You don't get 5 more sips. You get one big old sip. They bring out they bring out the final drink, which is in fact what, Bubs?
It's a big old carton of coffee.
Fuck. Milk. I was gonna say this was the dairy challenge.
That was a missed opportunity.
That's Crambo. This is the dairy challenge.
It's a coffee stout, but it's an interesting take on the coffee stout because they actually serve it hot.
Ooh. So now you're drinking hot coffee
beer
of dirt. And
There's a cup with dirt in it.
So, what did you get, Grambo?
15.
You got a 15?
Yeah.
No shit. I got a 14. Dude. So, after what feels like an eternity of drinking, Stefanius will pick up his mug, throw it all back, put his mug down, come, and then he will take a look over at Grambo and kind of motion to you to drink yours. And then you drink all of it. You swallow it whole.
I eat the cup while I'm
You
at it.
arch the bottom of your jaw out like, and you just pour it down your fucking throat. And the crowd goes silent for but a mere moment. Stefanius will sit in the chair and look at you. But what he sees is not what you see. Because he has passed out with his eyes open. So to the audience, it seems like a tie. But then Lars goes up and then pushes him over, falls out of his chair. The crowd erupts. You are pelted with bales
of pantyhose.
Yes.
Bales of pantyhose.
You are pelted with wheat, with corn. It's still a very new thing for them to figure out how to celebrate, but it's a pretty quiet town. But you're pelted with all sorts of matter of fucking grains and corn and all this other shit, and then they're cheering. However, you are so drunk that you will take disadvantage for the rest of the day.
All right.
On a lot of your checks.
All right.
Unfortunately, unless you actually roll me a con save on a 19 or higher, you will fight through this.
Do I get advantage because I'm a fucking
Fuck no.
consummate alcoholic?
Oh shit. So, you not only, oh my god, the coffee stout actually has fueled you so much that you've become hyper vigilant. You have started to see the Matrix a little bit more.
Oh my god.
Neo has arrived.
It was the most necessary crit
Oh my
of
god.
our entire life.
So in fact, not only will you not get you will get advantage on your next roll.
God.
Holy shit, boys! We got a drinking champion over here.
Oh man.
So they have started to chant Grambo. I need to make one quick. Okay, cool. Stefanius is alive, so that's good. And yes, we cut over to Errol,
Who's not having nearly as much
who's
fun.
not enjoying his day at all, because you're just hearing cheers at this point. Off in the distance. So you are walking towards the stable, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean,
We don't fuck with vampires.
no, it's pretty quiet around where you are right now. Like, obviously, everyone's over at the drinking competition and the kind of festivities, but there's a little bit of activity. Like, people still working, like feeding the horses, taking care of everybody. And yeah, you come up to the stable. It's not a bad stable. it's fairly chill. You're gonna meet up with a man, a human actually.
I'm sorry. Is Arrow going to go see a man about a horse?
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
Yeah, you're gonna see a man kind of like shoveling. He's like, "Oh, what can I help you with, sir?"
Oh, hello, friend. I need a horse.
Friend? That's not my name. They call me Job. Job Pimble.
Oh, pardon me, Job. Or Mr. Pimble.
Call me Job. That's what my friends call me, but not friend. They call me Job instead of friend.
Very well.
What can I call you, friend?
Errol is fine.
Errol. Pleasure to meet you.
Yes. My colleague and I, we could use a horse. We are looking to make cross a great distance over as fast as possible.
Ah, well, we just got a couple draft horses from Altair. They're pretty stout, pretty fast, and they'll get you where you need to go, depending on if you have the coin.
Well, how much would you require for such a beast?
How many do you need? We have 2. Do you seek one or both?
Well, just for grins and giggles, how much would 2 of them run me?
It would be about 200 gold. These horses are they're an asset. They're workhorses.
Very well.
If you would like, we also have a couple more budget-friendly alternatives.
How much would the... Well, tell you what. Keep the 2 draft horses on hold, because I might be coming into a sizable amount of coinage very soon, but that helps a lot.
You got it. Just come back when you see me. I'll keep them held for you, sir.
I imagine around the time where he says, rather soon, then he just hears the cheers from the stage.
It's like, oh, it seems the contest is over. I wonder if Stefanius has won.
Do I hear what they're chanting?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so Errol kind of smirks and goes, oh, well, something tells me there might have been an upset this year, sir.
Oh, he was bested. Stefanius has won the past 20 festivals.
Well, looks like his win streak has been cut short.
Oh, I would love to meet the tall, strong, built man that did that.
Smash cut to fucking Grambo Crambo.
Just sitting on the ground.
Only a couple inches shorter than standing.
You can't see him over the table because he's sitting as tall as he can. Well, he's strong.
Ah, yes, if anyone can best Stefanius, they would definitely have to be strong.
Yes, he's definitely strong.
Great.
He's trying to draw attention away from the fact that he said tall.
So yeah, so he says, yes, I can definitely reserve those for you. Certainly.
Right. Well,
where might you be going, might I ask?
Shit, I forgot.
The Grand Hollow.
That's where we're going. That place, Grand Hollow.
Grand Hollow. A lot of nasty beasties over there.
Yes, well, my colleague and I are into some nasty work.
Oh?
Yes, there's a photographer and everything. Anyway, very well. I will go discuss this with my colleague, and we will be back shortly with our decision. Rest assured, you will make some coin this eve.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Then I will eagerly await whatever it is that you boys will be coming back with.
Actually, before I go, let's talk distances. These draft horses, they're apparently finally raised from Altair. How fast could they get us to the Hollow?
3 days.
3
days.
What about the basic package?
About a week.
That's not as good.
No, but it's a horse. You'll if you're walking there, it'll be about 2 to 3.
Wait, what?
If you walk, it'll be 2 to 3 weeks to walk.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I missed the weeks bit.
Fuck
Again. How did I knock that dice?
Ass.
Why are you even in vet piss?
So gross.
Why are you in a red place? They're so gross. Good God. All right, friend. Job.
Yes, Errol.
I'll be back.
Okay, I will see you when you return.
He's gonna pit his way out.
All right, where are you going?
Back to Grambo.
Probably
Following the chanting of his name.
probably can't walk at this point.
No, you
No, actually, I'm fine. That's right. I got a fucking crit on my con save.
You did. So you are walking around, coasting off of whatever the fuck you were coasting off of.
There was Coke in the beer.
Who the fuck knows? But yeah, so Errol, you kind of see Errol in the distance.
You might see two of them.
Yeah, maybe two.
I see Errol, and then also I see his soul walking behind him.
You see every step he's ever taken in his life. But yeah, so all the crowd is kind of dispersing now. They've been there for a little while. You've essentially got like a 5-minute standing ovation, and funnily enough, they lost you in the ovation because they all stood. So you have, I mean, you won. You won your first harvest drinking contest.
Nice.
Arrows kind of come up, and then what you thinking about, big boy?
Definitely not surprised. Wondering if he's gotten his prize money yet.
Yes, actually.
Imagine it's like a giant comedically oversized check.
It is, yeah. So it comes out, and Lars is like, and finally, and then he pulls out the paper, which is essentially a hang glider to Gumbus over there. And for 300 gold pieces, he's like, you can collect that over at the table over there.
Nice.
Congratulations once again. Stefanius is okay. He is breathing.
All right. I wasn't asking, but thanks for telling me.
If you have some time, potentially both of you, we'd love for you to meet the tribunal.
Errol is awestruck as to why they want him to meet the tribunal.
He's like, you are his handler, right? Usually
yeah.
people of this caliber have like a manager.
Yeah, he manages to keep me out of trouble.
Oh, I see. Well, if you would love to, usually you get an audience with the tribunal, but I understand if you have other competitions to do. Some people kind of roll in town, do their thing, and then roll right out.
I mean, I got stuff to do, but how's them horses looking there, Errol?
Expensive, as a matter of fact. We may actually wish to go visit this tribunal. If you've caused an upset to this hometown hero, maybe it might garner us some favor with the rest of the officials.
Okay.
Lars is going to. He's like, "Oh, wonderful news! Their tent is over there." So, so they're gonna walk over to the to this comedically large tent, and you're gonna kind of walk in. Feels very homey, and sitting there is 3 of the tribunal, which would make an actual tribunal. The other 2 have been. The other 2 are not present. Their seats are empty. There's a large middle seat, 2 smaller, and then 2 more smaller ones on the outside. So, I mean, based off that, you can sense kind of a hierarchy that there's still like one central leader with 2 smaller hands, and then 2 smaller hands from there. And they all, or at least the 3 that are there, are big, fucking imposing orcs. They're going to look and go, who is this that you bring in, Lars? It's like, oh, these are the winners of the drinking festival. He's like, Stefanius didn't win this time.
Nah, he can't hold his liquor like I can.
State your name.
Rambo. They call me Grambo Crambo.
I was waiting for milk.
Crambo. They call me Umbra.
Alright.
Umbra the Strong.
I already forgot.
He's going to look over and he's going to say, that there is Azuk. Azuk the Feeble.
Alright.
And then one more. So there's 2 in the smaller chairs, and then 1 in the far right chair. And he's like, that is Alog. Alog the Wise.
I left a log at the bar I was staying at last week, but that's neither here nor there.
Funny man, why have you come to see us other than to bask in your victory?
I don't know. This man said we gotta go see the tribunal.
Ah, well, who are and you are?
Yes. Forgive me, Mr. the Strong. My name is Errol. I'm his. I'm Mr. Grambo's manager.
Ah, well, I guess payment is in order.
I like the money.
Oh, sorry. And he's gonna kind of go, and then the lady's gonna come in with the money. He's like, here, for you.
Sweet.
Please spend wisely. Maybe in this town.
I already think we did. How them horses looking there?
Yes, they're looking quite expensive still. Mr. The Strong, I can't help but notice that you seem a couple of orcs short of a tribunal here.
Yes.
He's kind of pointing to the empty chairs.
Yeah, he's gonna kind of look around. He's gonna say, Zug is out. Our leader, he is out. Zug the Fair. And then he's also gonna kind of take a look and be like, and Vlug. Vlug is out at Slaver's Respite, doing business.
Business.
Are they okay?
We don't know.
Well, we're kind of gonna be going over that way. If I ain't got your phone number or nothing, but we can.
We have no phones.
We can send an owl or some shit. We can fox you.
Send me pigeon.
All right.
Well, I think what what Grambo is trying to say is we would. This is not the drinking is not the apex of our skill set. Our skills.
Well, you can speak for yourself there.
My colleague is most humble. In many cases, he's much more capable than I am. But we come from a much more dangerous line of work, and we have reason to believe that some sort of harm might have befallen the rest of your tribunal, and we would love to be able to work with you.
Zug strong. Zug not fall.
Well, of course, yes. I don't wish to imply that he could fall, but sometimes these miscreants can use less than honorable tactics to get the upper hand. Cheating, sneaking around, generally just being little weak bastards, as it were.
Yes.
Yeah, weak bastards. That's what he said.
Zug went to Altair to work a deal.
Ah, yes. Well, as it may, my colleague and I, as he mentioned, are from Altair, and we're on a bit of a pilgrimage right now. But we are making our way back, and we find ourselves short of a faster mode of travel. Is it possible you and the rest of your tribunal could provide us with some transportation, maybe some supplies, and we could maybe cut you this job for a little less than we usually do?
Give me a persuasion check. I like this angle.
Persuasions. That's not great. Do I get advantage on everything? Or is it just the one check that I did?
Just the one.
Okay.
Sorry.
That's fine. That's an 8.
An 8?
Try 8.
He's going to kind of look and say, you've just won a hefty amount of money here, and you wish to take more?
Well, this was, to be fair, this was winnings from a completely unrelated contest. This will cover the cost of the horses for sure, but we're talking about Altair is at least 2 to 3 weeks ride out. We're really trying to cut you a deal because we like what we see here, and we like you all as well. I was raised by orcs, so I'm familiar with the lifestyle.
Yeah. Umbra does not like what's happening right now.
God damn it.
Umbra is... It's like, you silver-tongued man. State what you really need.
Now, hang on a minute here. All right, let me. I'm gonna cut in here and I'm gonna talk at you like I think how you might be used to talking. All right, now, I think what we're trying to say here is
You stink.
You gotta be careful with these upstarts these days and wizards and all that stuff. They're they don't do stuff the way that us hand-to-hand types do. If you know what I'm saying.
You'll see Umbra take out a big fucking axe. Say, hands are for the weak.
Well,
Weapons win wars. And then
axe to hand type of people, if you know what I mean.
And then you'll see Alog kind of come out and be like, gentlemen, let me see if I can smooth this over a little bit. Ant. My name is Alog. Alog the Wise. Now, what some of my colleagues are a little bit close-minded sometimes, you would say. Zug is essentially like their demigod right now. And for him to go missing, people are on edge. They're without their leader. You understand, right?
Of course, that's why we're trying to help, my friend.
Right. So, what I can do for you, I can talk to the tribunal and see if I can get anything sorted out for you, gentlemen. So, what exactly do you need? And I can be your sort of liaison, as it were.
Oh, that would be wonderful, Mr. A-Log.
Mrs. A-Log.
Oh, excuse me, Mrs. A-Log.
Is there a Mr. A-Log?
So what can I get you? She doesn't like to talk about it.
well,
Hey, how's the wife feel? No.
Well, as I mentioned before, we really could use some reliable horses. I've just checked your stables and seen at least a couple of specimens who might suit our journey well. And any supplies you could procure. We're mostly talking things like food, water, maybe some poultices or 7 from your local apothecary. Really, we would ask this in lieu of our usual fare, which is at least double what the cost of the supplies would run you, especially for a task as high profile as this. I'm telling you, we really have just become so taken away with this village, with everyone in it, and as I mentioned before, I have a particular affinity for orcs, so I feel compelled to help you, especially when I see orcs in such a position of significance and influence that's not very common in the civilized part of the world. And I think more people need to realize this.
I think we can help you out with that. And it was Mr.
Wavestriff, Arrow Wavestriff at your service.
Errol Wavestriff. I will remember that. And you, Mr. Crambo, I believe here are your winnings. What I can do for you, and what we can do as a town, I will talk to Umbra and Azuk, and I'll see what we can arrange. Come back in, say, an hour.
Very well.
Is that enough
Alright.
time for your perilous mission, perhaps?
An hour it is.
Go have a drink on me. Or several.
Very well. Thank you so much, Mrs. A-Log. We will not forget your generosity.
You're very welcome.
He kind of bows
Enjoy.
to the feeble and to the strong. And then he's going to start toddling his way out.
Cool. So the bar's kind of around. Are you feeling up to drinking again?
I mean, I got a crit, so
You did get a crit. You are fucking ready. We will, we'll take 5, and then we'll be right back.
now we are.
Now we are? We're
Yup.
back? We're back? Alrighty, so let's get a little bit spicy tonight. You walk into the bar. This place is quaint. It's amazing. You feel immediately at home and warm and fuzzy inside of this bar. It's not exactly a highfalutin cocktail bar. They will do them, no judgment. If you like the nice pink and fruity drinks, get them. If you like the super hardcore alcohol, liquor, fucking do it. Whatever you want, they can do to the best of their ability. So, Grambo, after having come in, you are met with cheers and astonishment that you are still able to drink and walk and function, because Stefanius is still
Recovering.
unconscious in the... Yeah, he's still recovering.
He's in ICU.
Yeah, essentially. And Errol, with this news of you being the manager of said thing, you're trying to get recruited. Like you're kind of having to like fight people off to get you to do these events. Like, oh, there's this nice town over there. There's this really cool thing happening over here. Can we get him? Can we get this guy? People are just seeing dollar signs. Mm-hmm. So what are you saying to him? What are you doing? How are you fighting him off? I didn't mean to put you on the spot after you.
No, you're good. Is Arrow seeing dollar signs?
Yes, but not right now, because you have you're kind of, at least from what I gathered, you're very pragmatic. It's like, oh, I should probably take care of this kind of thing first before we die.
Well, he is being pragmatic. He's thinking about, because he's got a week to deal with this vampire stuff. Like, that's priority 1. The festivals, especially like if we're talking like Mardi Gras festivals, that shit goes on for an entire week. The whole like freaking city shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
So like, is there any like long-term events or any sort of like any kind of a running thing we could possibly dip our fingers into?
It around here, not so much, but definitely like around the surrounding areas. There's
I'd imagine it'd be like a touring situation where you like bounce from town to town.
yeah, but unfortunately, like not all of the festivals line up week after week after week. But there's like little tricks and things that people have going on, like some little gambling rings and stuff, some harmless kind of things like that. There's little tests of strength in one town, eating contests in the other town, but not really anything.
That Grambo's good at.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, Errol's going to set in not an unreasonably large booking fee, but one that's going to be big enough to drive away those who aren't like who don't have deep pockets.
Yeah, and that's going to be this bar is pretty much this bar pretty much just has a lot of regulars. You get the feeling that most of them spend a lot of their time in there. But so they're going to kind of spread out, and because essentially like this doesn't happen. Stefanius doesn't just lose to anyone. And so with your grandeur coming in, and then your business kind of savviness that people are kind of picking up on, whether it's I lost my train of thought. Never mind. But yeah, so they all kind of like go back to their drinks. Bartend's gonna kind of walk up to y'all and be like, you guys are the new people around here. Congratulations on your win, Mr. Crambo.
He just burps.
What can I get you?
I'm a little liquored out for the day, so it's mere finest weak ass beer, please.
Finest weak ass beer, you got it. We call this one the Pierce Sunport.
That sounds pretty gay.
Easy sipping.
I'll drink it.
It's on me. That's the least I can do for the victors today.
Well, I appreciate that. It makes me feel good inside.
And I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Wavestriff, Errol Wavestriff, manager of my colleague Mr. Grambo here.
Errol, nice to meet you. They call me Theo Baxter.
Theo Baxter.
Anything you need done in this town, I can do it. Running odd jobs, swinging a sword occasionally. I don't like to, but has to happen. Procuring anything you guys might need. What can I get you to drink?
Surprise me, friend. I'm in an adventurous mood today.
All right, I'll get you what he had. That's our cheapest beer. He's gonna chuckle.
Fair enough.
He'll have the milk.
He actually gets you a clarified milk punch.
Mm.
No, it's gonna be just another
It's
Pierce.
gonna be some fucking piss water.
Just a Pierce Sunport. It's not a bad beer, but it's definitely like it's not gonna have a lot of kick.
Gotcha.
And you're just like, you could easily have
It's the
like,
Nick Ultra of high fantasy.
yeah, but it's really good though.
That's cool. He doesn't want to get too too happy before he has to hit the road. Can't drive a horse drunk after all.
Yeah, he's gonna look at you and be like, "So you guys rolled in from Altair? I've been hearing."
Kinda, more or less. Well, yeah, we'll say that.
More like dropped in. He's gonna hastily move away. I notice. Have you heard anything about the missing Orc Tribunal members?
Oh, Zug and Vlug, yeah.
Yes, it's very odd to see civilized orcs for one, much less civilized orcs running a very civilized and self-sustaining little hamlet here. If you don't mind me asking, what's the history with that?
They were, well, those five, well, four, I should say. Zug, Umbra, Azuk, and Vlug, they were all part of this clan called the Bloodhands. They were kind of just burn, pillaging, aggressive expansion of their territory, but with orcs, it wasn't necessarily diplomatic, if you know what I mean, if you catch my drift. They would kind of burn to their heart's content, build a city, get mad, destroy it, and then move on, as orcs do here. But Zug felt that he was kind of like the black sheep out of the crew. He took a step back. He realized that you catch more honeys with being fly
I loved watching that journey happen. Like as soon as you said honeys, I saw the brain stop, and you're like, I can save this. I can save this. I can turn this into a cute little thing this bartender does.
It was literally like that scene from A Hangover, the math.
Yeah, I had the math going. I'm bad at math.
I think the DM needs inspiration for that.
Okay, I got it. Sweet. He's like, but yeah, you catch more flies with honey than with vinegar. So he he came in when the city needed it, and he and Vlug were great business partners. Vlug really he gave us kind of like a stimulus, so to speak. Gave us all this extra farmland, gave us all this extra crop earnings, yielding. He worked us really, really hard, but now we're kind of like coasting a little bit.
Now,
Umbra,
I gotta ask you, did
Yes.
the stimulus make you want to stay home and not work?
it did
Ah, okay.
not. I worked, and I worked hard. I will work hard. So, and then Umbra and Azuk, they'll follow Zug till the very end. Very loyal. And then Alog, we had heard that she was also from the Bloodhands as well. We didn't really think too much about it. And she just kind of came in and was just helping everybody out. Everything just started to move even smoother. So our tribunal is what they called it. But, you know, the orcs just think they just love what sounds cool.
They only have 3 fingers, so.
And so Vlug, with Vlug being missing, he's usually out on business. But for him to be gone this long is a little bit peculiar. Zug we're all very worried about, however. Mostly the tribunal is, but he made a trip to Altair. We're not really sure why, but he just said it was about business. And that was kind of the last of it. He's been gone for about 2 weeks now.
Yes. Now, geographically speaking, I don't have the map committed to memory. We're going to the Golden something?
The Grand Hollow?
The Grand Hollow.
The Grand Hollow is in the center of Australia, essentially.
So, and that's on the way up from the center of Australia?
Sorry, let me pull it up, because it looks... My... Altair looks exactly like Australia.
Oh, okay. I was confused. I'm just trying to make sure that it's on the way to Altair, or there's a case that there's a way he can like easily say why he's going there instead of straight to Altair.
Not quite. It's a little out of the way, honestly.
Okay,
So if you drew, let me find it.
So he's just got to hope nobody follows him.
Yeah,
That's
which
fine.
really no one's really gonna follow you out of the.
Say they're giving us quite a bit of shit.
Yeah, well,
So-
you made quite an impact on everybody here.
Grambo made quite an impact.
Yeah, you did. Fuck, is it not here? Uh-oh.
All right,
Stinky.
that's cool. He will kind of alter his line of questioning there. So,
Okay.
who is the one that they're concerned about? Zug?
Zug.
So, very good. Well, not very good, obviously.
Very bad, actually. Bad. Very, very bad. Bad boy.
Sorry, I said very good, but in my head I said very bad. So we're mostly concerned about Zug. Tell me a little bit more about Zug. You say he's the businessman. What kind of business does he get into?
He is... Oh, so here's the continent, by the way. Grand Hollows are in the smack dab in the middle, and Altair is up to the left.
And where are we?
There's a little town on the southeastern portion, not the Morrow Grove. It's a little bit up to the left from the Morrow Grove. You're on the coastline of the southwestern, sorry.
Oh, that's not bad. We can just we just take him the long way around. We have to stop into here to meet up with our contact. That's an easy.
Okay.
We can bend the truth a little bit with that,
Okay.
without having to tell people we're not vampires. Anyway, Zug, business. What kind of business you get into?
He is really just trying to expand this little town into a city. And he needs, from what he told us, he needs these resources. He needs a little bit more financial help. I think he's trying to make a case to figure out how we can kind of shift some of our trade goods into more liquid assets to expand.
You know, for conquerors to come to this sort of realization of any race is pretty profound and progressive, but for orcs, it's almost transcendent. Are there any other... This is a question Altair. This is a question Errol's kind of like looking inward to. Is there any like noted orcs of his, like philanthropic orcs in the history of Altair?
Not really. Most of them are just fight, fucking die.
Gotcha.
This is
Scream, fuck, die.
Yeah, this is pretty much like...
Yeah, so we definitely need to look out for this guy. And then before he's done, he's going to talk about A-Log. So A-Log, even amongst all of these pretty transcendent orcs, she seems to be in a league of her own. Very quick-witted and very erudite for an orc. What's her deal?
A-Log the Wise. Yeah, she's...
Definitely well-earned.
She's really put this place on the map, too. She's more of the diplomat, if you haven't already figured that out. She likes to smooth over all the rough edges. I'm not the biggest fan of her. I always feel like she's always scheming, but she's always been she's always been a great patron of the bar.
Now, what do you mean she schemes?
Well, I can't really say here or there, but it always just seems like...
Oh, but say...
There's always a mask it seems like she likes to put on, but again, who's to say?
Is that like the stuff, the white stuff and then the cucumbers on the eyelids? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty tasty.
Yeah. You go in the spa with the cucumbers on your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes she lets me eat the cucumbers and I get okay.
And then the white stuff is actually ranch.
It's actually...
And piss.
It's actually...
Marshmallow.
Milk.
Marshmallow fluff. Fluffernutter.
Milk.
It's cum. Just cum. Gallons and gallons of cum.
Milk.
So, the,
Milk.
But they've all been working together really well to give us a better quality of life, so... We're always here for it.
Excellent. Truly excellent. Mr. Grambo, do you have any questions for the good barkeep?
Gotta get another one of these beers.
Yeah, sure you can. He's gonna slide it over to you.
The only questions I got.
All right. Nothing else I can help you gentlemen out with?
Now that you mention it, we've been on the job for a while now, and news from the home front's a little slow going for us, especially out here in the pardon my saying so, a little bit out in the sticks here. What have you heard any news from Altair in the past week or so?
Just the usual happenings. We don't really get too much news from them. They just buy our wares, and we are happy to take it. Why? What's happened?
Nothing. That's why I asked you. If everything seems to be going well, I'm glad to hear it.
I do got one question I gotta ask you. Now, I heard tell that you sell a lot of liquor out that way, beer and liquor and all that kind of stuff.
We've been starting to, yeah.
Where does it all come from?
What comes from the farm here?
That little tiny farm feeds the city of Altair.
Well, no, it doesn't feed the city completely. Have you been to Altair? Of course you have, because you're from there, yes? I assume.
I've never been there awake, but yeah.
Well, the whole outer wall out there is mostly their food production. We just give it mostly either the more artisanal, a little bit more fancy stuff, or we just sell them raw materials that we don't end up using. And since we're such a small town, we haven't necessarily needed to keep most of that, so we figured we could make a little bit of coin from it.
Nice. Now I tell you, this is your cheapest beer, you say?
Yep, cheapest beer.
I tell you, you ever been to that there city? If you spend 14 times as much money, you won't get a beer half as good.
Oh, well, we do appreciate that a lot. This is my own recipe.
Oh yeah. It's not quite as good as ass beer, but tell me about it.
I've never had ass beer, so I couldn't.
Well, next time you're in Altair, look up I don't know if you can call him a man. Look up a brewing vessel named Tripdick, and he'll He'll get you some ass beer and he'll get you right.
Alrighty. Is there anything else I can do for you, gentlemen?
I'm done.
No, I think I'm going to pay my tab, and my colleague and I are going to have some discussion to attend to.
Oh no, please don't worry. It's on me tonight. That's the least I can do for the champions of the event.
Grambo, I think you found your calling. All you have to do is drink, and you get free beer.
All you have to do is drink and get free beer.
Yeah, it's a bit of a double-edged sword, but that's one I'd like to sleep on, if you know what I'm trying to tell you.
Damn.
Yes, I'd like to. Actually, I don't, but I'm going to pretend like I do.
I'd love to rub hot oil on your body.
As my master always said, where the fuck is that dwarf when you need him?
Oh my god, I miss him so much.
Man. R.I.P.
All right, so at this point, unless Errol's going to try and like crowd surf his way out to find like a park bench, kind of out in the where we've got a little bit of privacy. He's getting ready to propose to Grambo.
Okay.
No, actually. So since they've been out, excuse me, for a week, and the fact that they haven't, that news about the Baron's vampirism hasn't like become a huge scandal is a little concerning. So we're actually going to use, he's actually going to use his scroll of communication to try and chat with Yardley.
Okay. Burp, burp, burp. Beep, boop, boop. It's oddly silent.
Mr. Quiffin? You're gonna have to speak out here. We're out in the sticks. Reception's a little spotty.
Don't come back. And then it's gonna cut off.
Grambo, maybe I'm too sober, but that didn't sound good.
Yeah, it was mildly disconcerting, yeah, to say the least.
This might explain the fact that this hasn't blown up yet. I don't imagine there's any positive spin on that, and the fact that Yardley has apparently been incapacitated. Something's going on in our fair city.
Yeah.
And I feel like we have two options. We can either stay far away from it and hope it doesn't reach this far, or we can go back, return, and see to correct these misdeeds.
Give me a perception check, both of y'all.
That's not bad. 14.
17.
Cool. As you're kind of talking, you're gonna notice out of the corner of your eye, Alog's coming over. It's like, gentlemen, we have your bounty. It awaits.
Oh, that was
Brownie.
how close to an hour was it?
It was about an hour, give or take. Alog's usually pretty punctual.
You're a woman of your word. I appreciate that.
Always. Now, please, this way. So you're gonna walk back to the tent.
All right.
Walking to the tent, motherfucker.
She's going to say, we seem to be lacking some of the resources that we usually have, so I'm so sorry, but this is the spread is a little bit meager compared to what I think you thought you might get, so my apologies. Next time you come in, I'll be sure to roll out the carpet for you. My carpet. Fuck me. Right now, gentlemen. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Errol's kind of roll to hide his A-log.
Is a log. So she's gonna be like, we have some provisions for you, a couple healing potions, which will give you 2d4 plus 4 health back. So you have 2 of those each for you.
Potion seller.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sell me your strongest potion.
You're too weak. You can't handle my potions.
And then
How much was it?
2d4 plus 2.
2d4
We have 2.
plus 2.
Yeah. 2d4 plus 2 of those.
Wait, we have 2d4 plus 2 of the potions, or 2d that
Sorry,
heal?
you have 2 of those potions which heal 2d4 plus 4. Each of you have 2 of those.
Got it.
Sorry.
2d4 plus 2 health. Cool. All right.
And then she's going to also give you a couple things. She's going to say, well, we've had these items for quite some time, and we just haven't really had a chance to use them at all. So she's going to give you a very, like, wrapped dagger. She's like, now be careful. The blade is very sharp, and there's a little bite to it, if you know what I mean. And so, Bubs, you're going to get a dagger of venom.
Another one.
Yeah.
Another one. A better one.
A better one.
That one.
That one. Doc.
Dagger of venom.
So you get a +1 you get a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon.
Okay, hold up.
Okay.
Please, can I select? No. Custom. It's not. Oh my god. Dagger of poison.
Venom.
Of venom. Venom, here we come. Okay.
So it's a +1 to attack and damage rolls.
Okay, it's not going to let me
Oh, okay. Sorry.
do this on here, so I'm just going to put it on my equipment thing.
Sorry about that.
It's not your fault. It's my fault. Alright. Dagger of venom, which is a +1 to hit and damage. Is there any poison on that dagger?
2d10 if they don't pass a DC 15 con save.
2d10 poison if they fail con save.
DC 15. DC Donkey Kong.
Got it.
And then Grambo, or she's gonna look at you and be like, "You might need that if if something happens that you need to place something close to the chest." And
Duly
then-
noted.
And then gonna look at Grambo and she's like, "And we have a potion for you."
No,
And it's a potion. It's a planar potion.
a planar potion.
Yeah. Which you will be invisible for 1 hour. And it ends really if you cast an attack or do a spell.
If I cast an attack or do a spell,
Yeah.
can I open the bottle and smell it?
If you want.
Does it smell like the thing that I drank from Shill's car?
No.
Damn.
It does not.
Smell like almonds.
That's what it looks like, though.
Nice.
It's a cute potion.
Better than an obtuse potion.
Yeah.
Bottle would just be like.
So she said, again, I'm sorry that the haul was kind of meager, but we did what we could on such short notice.
No, like I said, we appreciate it. This job is, for the most part, going to be, what's it called? Pro bono.
Pro bono.
Pro bono.
Pro bono means for the good of the lead singer of U2.
Yeah.
Anyway, just kind of looking for the horses at this point.
Ah, yes, the horses. Here they are.
Ah, wonderful.
As you requested. Now, usually this is embarrassing to ask, but these were brought in with such esteem. Do you think you could maybe hand over a couple gold just for the effort of getting them prepared on such short notice?
I'll take care of that one. What do you want?
Oh, only 50 gold, I think would be fine to part with these at such a hefty discount.
All right, that's better than nothing. I happily pay you 50 gold for these fine steeds.
Thank you so much.
Let me look at the nuts on that one.
Big old nut. Let me roll for nuts.
Roll for
13.
It's got 13 nuts. So
He's got more nuts than that sow has teats.
yeah. Will there be anything else you need for your trip?
Words, good luck.
Good luck.
Thank you. All right,
I assume you're setting out tonight, or will you try to get a fresh start tomorrow?
No, we better get going now. We have urgent business. Actually, on the way to Altair, we're meeting one of our contacts. But we really appreciate your hospitality and everything you've done for us. As soon as we've reached out to a sneeze, Achu,
Bless you.
Uzog, Azog,
Zug?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh, so you're trying to find Zug.
No, we're trying to find the one that's in Altair.
That's Zug.
Zug. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sure he will be very elated to hear that we're worried about him. Please bring him home. We're all very worried.
Yes, absolutely. Well, we will. I suppose we should be off, unless Mr. Grambo, you have other pressing matters to attend.
Well, you know what they say. Better fuck while the fucking's good. Get the fucking off.
Both of y'all give me one more perception check.
That's a 4, but it doubles to an 8.
Okay.
That is a 18.
All right. So it is. It's fairly dark. You're gonna notice a weird tick in Alog's neck as she kind of like finished that phrase, and then she's like, "I both bid you adieu. Good night and safe travels. Please let me know, or send word however you can." And then she will retire back to the tent.
All right, let's fuck off.
All right.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
So
I didn't notice any tick in her neck at all. It's my horse.
So yeah, y'all are kind of like riding off into the wilderness now. It's gonna be based off of, or it's happened. It's gonna be about a 4-day trip, give or take. Now, you've had to like weave through some different paths. There's been trees down, stuff like that. But you will eventually arrive. You're going to Altair, yes? Or are you going to the Grand?
We're going to the tree.
We're going to the Grand.
You're going to the Grand Hollow.
Bro, we have a week to live.
You're right.
We got to make it to the Grand first.
So you're at the Grand.
The Grand Canyon.
You end up snaking through all the dense forest, the bogs, all the other shit.
Snaking, like drifting and
Pretty much.
just doubling our...
So you're just chilling, enjoying your day. Actually, how well do these days go? Bubs, roll me a d20. Day 1.
18.
18? Fuck yeah, dude. Day 2. What's happening?
It's a great day.
10.
10? You hit some rain. A little bit of shit happened. You had to stop. You had to make a couple more unnecessary stops. Day 3, Bubs, what's happening on day 3?
God damn it, Grambo. I told you to go before we left.
I can piss off the horse,
I can only
goddamn.
hold it for 3 days.
That's it.
Try 8.
You got an 8? 8? This day is not going to go so well.
Fuck me.
One of your horses ended up hurting its leg, which has delayed your trip by a little bit. Got a little stone in its foot. These are work horses, but they do have feelings. But you resolve the issue.
Well, I take the horse to horse therapy.
And by shooting it in the soft part of the temple.
Let's not go there. I'm going to take it to another horse so they can talk through their horse feelings. For example, why is there that little soft part in their foot named after another whole animal?
Jesus.
Fun fact, it's called the frog.
Fuck. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn. And then, Grambo, how's the last day going to go as you make your way to the Grand Hollow?
14.
14! Yeah. Pretty much the worst part is one of your horses is moving a little bit slower than normal. Mostly because you're not horse doctors, for crying out loud. But you make it to the Grand Hollow, and at much to your expectation of what it would look like, it's a big fucking tree. It's surrounded. There's a couple bridges, land bridges going in and out. There's 4 of them, pretty much like a compass rose. And as you look up, it's just massive in scale. It's a big goddamn tree, and there's a doorman in wooded robes, and he's gonna kind of look up. It's like, it's been a while since people have shown up here. My name is Moss Valenquest. What can I do for you, travelers? You seem weary.
Yes.
Welcome to the Grand Hollow. This is just sacred place. What brings you here?
Do I like the cut of this guy's jib?
Do you? Give me an insight check.
It's a lot. It's a good insight check. That's 18 plus 7 insight.
Yeah, I mean, he really just seems like a sweet man.
We've heard this is a place for weary, sick, possibly infected travelers to come and seek aid. What can you tell us about this place's restorative properties?
We believe in our Lord Vecna to heal everything. Whatever ails us. He has not spoken to us in quite some time, but this place does offer what we can do for healing. So what illness afflicts you to?
Just gonna look at Grambo.
Can I say it now? You done yelled at me last time I said something.
Well, you kind of fucked up last time.
Yeah,
if we're being honest.
Yeah, well, you know what? I unfucked it up because I drank all the goddamn liquor in that village.
You
so-
did. We now have 250 gold because of you.
Yeah.
That is quite a hefty sum. Unfortunately, we don't allow weapons in this sacred place.
Well, fantastic, because we don't plan on throwing gold at anyone.
Well, that's good. Earthly treasures have no meaning here, so if you would please, and he's just going to open up like this bin, and he's like, it is safe once it enters here.
All right. I ain't got shit to lose.
But to say, Errol's not worried. He can cast spells, and Grambo's has his weapons.
Yeah.
Unless he's going to dismember Grambo before he gets to the tree, Grambo's got 2 of his weapons with him.
I'm
So
just gonna lose my darts and my quarterstaff.
yeah, so
Yeah.
I have a quarterstaff too.
Shit.
So the quarterstaff's going
we
in the
touch
box.
tips on our quarterstaffs.
The poison crane block that belongs to Diff Kane is in the box. And my dagger of venom is in the box.
Sweet.
But I'm
What's in the box?
But I'm keeping my boots of silence on my feeties.
You're absolutely allowed to do that. He's gonna look at me like, thank you. We again, I do apologize, but we try to keep everything fairly calm around here. We don't get many visitors. But rest assured, yours is safe, and he'll close the box like, please put your hand on the seal. And then as you put your hand on the seal, it's like a magic lock. It's like, this is coded right to you, so whenever you leave, it will be ready for your effects.
That's a wonderful piece of technology there, my friend.
It's not technology, it's Vecna.
That's a wonderful piece of Vecna, friend.
Indeed. Now, what afflicts you, gentlemen?
Well, truth be told, he's gonna lower his collar.
We got a bit.
Oh my. How long?
I don't know, what? Week and 3 days? Week and 4 days?
Yes, give or take. Almost 2 weeks. Judging by the time frame, we maybe have 3 days until we are afflicted.
And you haven't felt any side effects? Anything?
I don't think we have we? Have we felt any side effects?
No.
No, I just
Not to your knowledge.
I just ate a whole goddamn clove of garlic yesterday.
I see. Well, let's get you in here post haste.
That's very reassuring to hear.
He's going to knock on the door, open it up, and then there'll be he's like, please step on the lift. You will be seen immediately.
Wonderful. Next time I'll remember to have this conversation while I'm armed.
Well, you have 2 of them.
That you can see. And he steps on the lift.
Damn.
I got 4.
Fucking astral hands.
And do you cast that?
No.
Okay.
It's just for the memes.
Oh shit.
All right. So the
Player knowledge can't intersect with. Actually, while we're on the lift,
okay.
I am gonna try and cast my good berry spell.
Good berry spell?
My good berry spell.
What does that do?
Gives
him
me
good
10
berries.
Gives me 10 good berries.
Does it really?
Do you want to read it?
And I believe you. I just was like, fuck.
Yeah, gives me 10 good berries. When you eat one, it fills you up for an entire day, so you don't have to eat for anything. You don't have to eat or anything, and then it heals 1 hit point per berry. You
Damn.
get 10 of them each time you cast it.
So,
I feel
as
like
you
it's a
cast
rip off
this,
of fucking Dragon Ball.
you feel like, because I'm assuming you've cast this quite a bit. Like, I mean, you probably cast it on your way over because you needed food.
Yeah,
It's like a sensu bean,
kind of, sort of, but not as good.
nerfed sensu bean.
It's a nerfed sensu bean.
Um,
Only hits on it 5 up.
So how do you cast this? What exactly is your casting like?
I go, friend, I almost forgot our daily helping, and he just kind of goes, cha-ching. There's like a little light in his pocket. He pulls out some berries.
Unfortunately, no berries appear,
Well,
and you feel.
color me fucked.
And as you get to, do you do this as you're talking to Moss, or do you do it in the lift?
We're doing it in the lift.
Okay, so as you get up to the lift and you say, "Color me fucked," there's a there's a female elf who will greet you up there. And it's like, unfortunately, the magic won't work here. We are this is a safe haven, almost primal in energy. I'm Sinest Flynn. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
We got bit.
Right away. Please follow me.
No, it was like 2 weeks ago, but
And then her face is just gonna be like, "You need to follow me right now, gentlemen."
yes, I'm glad
way.
we're on the same page.
So you get taken to a bed, and eventually, there is you're kind of like walking through. Both of you give me one more perception check.
I think that's a
7.
7.
10. No, it's a 7.
Okay. You're kind of getting like jostled around and rushed, and the way that this tree is laid out on the inside is essentially like a giant library. Mm-hmm. And if you think like National Treasure 2, it's like a massive spiral staircase just going all the way up, and all these branches are like different rooms, offices, whatever it might be.
Cool.
And as you're kind of like walking around, you barely just catch a glint of kind of like a glow, and then you're just kind of you're almost disoriented because it's a new place. You're caught in the grandeur of all this kind of stuff, and she's gonna say, "Please, right this way. Go into this room. You'll be helped immediately."
Awesome.
So, Sinest leaves, comes back in. You hear a lot of shuffling. A lot more people are just kind of like walking around, minding their own business. This is a very different energy and place than what you're used to feeling. It is. It feels almost like the air is thick, so to speak. Like you're just not really sure how to feel. It's like if you're kind of like stuck in an awkward situation with somebody, but the silence around you and everything else that's happening is just like a calming sort of presence. And with that, Sinest comes back in, and she has like a glove on her hand. Or at least what kind of looks like a glove. It actually looks like a decayed hand. But
It's a little more sinister than a glove.
It's like a glove, except it's actually just a rotting human hand.
Are there
Almost.
words on this glove? Can we read it?
you can't read it, but would you like to do anything to the glove? Or take a look at, what would you like to do?
Yeah, can I look at the glove more lookily?
If you want. Yeah.
I'm hoping she doesn't ask me to bend over and cough.
She won't.
Because I don't want that glove
Can I-
anywhere near me.
Can I do an Arcana check real quick?
You can do an Arcana check.
It's a 9.
You're not really... This might seem a little bit out of your wheelhouse.
Arrow,
Would you
that
like
thing's
to
out
do
of my
anything?
wheelhouse.
Yes, mine as well. I've never seen anything quite like it. Sinest, that's a very exotic-looking glove you wear.
Yes, this is, well, I'll be frank. This is a very ancient artifact that we have here. This is what we call the Hand of Vecna.
Seems a little less sterile than the rest of what Vecna's got going on here in this tree hole.
Right. Well, we've been exploring this artifact for quite some time now, and we've figured out that it does have quite immense healing properties. So, if you would please, the time is of the essence. If what you've said is been 2 weeks since you've been bit.
Give or take a few days, but what do you plan on doing with that there paw of Vecna?
I need to draw a seal on the ground, and then and then she's going to kind of like rummage through her books. You're getting the feeling that she hasn't quite, she hasn't done this a lot because not a lot of people have been afflicted by vampirism. But she's going to flip through a little book. She's like, I need to do this, and then this needs to happen, and oh my goodness. And then she's going to take a breath. She's like, breathe, Celeste. You're an agent of Vecna. You can do this. And then she's going to draw a gram down, or not a pentagram or anything. She's going to draw a sign on the ground. He's like, who's up first?
Before you step on that, Mr. Grambo, can I inspect the sigil to see if it's like done to code?
Yeah. Are you like? How are you inspecting it? What exactly is? What are you doing?
Well, I imagine being a wizard, I've drawn a few pentagrams and sigils in my day, just looking to see that like all the conduits are connected and that it's actually gonna do what it's supposed to do and not like send us to like
Avernus.
another dimension or some
yeah,
shit.
you can check it out.
What do you want me to roll?
Give me a religion check.
Religion?
Yeah. Since,
Fuck.
I mean, you know, Vecna's kind of a deity here, so.
I was hoping for Arcana. That's a 6.
Looks great.
This is the best damn sigil I've ever seen. How about you go first, friend?
She's going to set you down.
All right.
And she's going to hold out the hand on the wound, and then she's going to say, "This might hurt a little bit." And then you're going to it's going to be a little bit of a light kind of dancing around, and then Gumbus, roll me 2d20, please.
Give me D20.
Let me know what the result is added together.
That is a 32.
You take-
32.
You take 32 damage.
Oh my god.
However, the vampirism seems to be sucked out. She's going to this has taken a lot out of you.
I'm gonna fucking collapse on the floor and also probably shit.
Yeah, probably.
I defecate everywhere.
And Errol, you are up next. She's gonna say, "This is a." She's gonna she's like, "This is a new treatment, but he seems to be fixed." Errol. No, sorry, she doesn't know.
I still got my nuts. You didn't fix me.
She's gonna say, "It's your turn now. Please step inside."
Well, I'm dead either way, so
Do you know the D20?
no, but Grambo needs Master Grambo.
Yeah.
Seeing as I only have 27 health, odds are this is probably going to hurt me a lot more than it hurt you. And he's going to give Grambo the scroll of resurrection that he has. You look a little less dead than I do, so if this kills me, there's a 19 out of 20 chance that this will bring me back.
Yeah, all right.
All right.
Well, best of luck to you, son.
Thank you. Don't worry about the 5% of what could happen if it goes wrong. All right.
I am the 1%.
Oh my god. All right. We're in the sigil.
Alrighty.
How many do I got to roll?
2.
Okay. I saw you roll low a second ago.
I did roll low, but it was about the same as what I rolled for Gumbus.
Watch me get 2 20s.
I hope you don't. But that won't outright kill you, though, which is good.
Oh, that's not bad at all. That's only a 10.
Okay, sweet. So, you are also knocked on your fucking ass, but the vampirism has been lifted from you. She's going to say, "Now you need to rest here for a little bit. I understand this was a lot.
I ain't fucking arguing. I'm gonna fucking sleep right now.
We have rooms for both of you."
All right, take your scroll back, Errol. You ain't dead, and I don't want it no more.
Very good. I'm glad to not be dead and not a vampire, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, both of those things.
May Vecna keep you.
And also with you.
I try. Is there anything else both of you need before you take a rest?
It's... Pardon my, boldness. Could I possibly thumb through that book you're holding for a moment?
she's gonna kind of be taken aback and says, "I'm sorry, no, but only us in the order can see these scrolls."
Oh, you don't recognize that I am also an order member?
Roll me a fucking deception check. Bubs.
He's gonna hold the ruby up as he says it. Sorry, did I say order member? I meant hoarder. I'm a hoarder of famous artifacts and relics of religious purposes. Not that I meant to abscond with your book. I just wish to see its contents. I will rescind my offer. I think it's the sigil. The pain is making me delirious.
I'm going to give you inspiration for how much you're bullshitting right now. I love it. And she is also super wiped after doing that twice in quick succession. So she can say, that's a lovely ruby. I'd love to inspect that a little bit more, if you don't mind.
I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
And that she's going to say, it seems this has made you a little delirious. I will take my leave. Gentlemen, please have...
Actually, again, yes, delirium. I really do need to know what this ruby's all about. So if you could, yes, kindly take a look.
As she takes it, there's going to be a moment where her eyes go blank, and then she will drop it, and then she'll scream out in pain as if it was hot. And she'll be like, "That's no ordinary ruby."
Yeah, that hasn't happened to me. Grambo, have you ever touched this thing? Has that happened to you?
I don't think I touched it, but I would remember.
Maybe if you tried holding it with your glove, you could inspect it a little better.
She does the same thing. Puts the hand of Vecna on.
Be careful. I don't want you to burn your other hand, or the god's hand.
And at this point, she can see, and she holds up and she says, This is not good. Where did you get this?"
Where we got these? Well, I don't have it anymore, but that thing you pulled out of my neck.
A man of considerable influence, as well as considerable danger.
And considerable weight.
Yes, that. Equal parts.
Equal parts portliness and pompitude.
I'm going to give AR my inspiration.
Okay.
I don't even know if pompitude is a real word, but I'm going
It fucking is now.
to give it to
I'm
him.
already editing the Oxford Dictionary.
I'm going to coin pompitude.
She's going to look and say, This is dark energy. This shouldn't be in here. Where did you get this? Who did you get this from? I need to know right now."
I just told you, the Baron von Tendersnuff.
And she's going to hold this again and be like, "Can I take this for study?"
Yeah.
I'm getting mixed signals from you. I thought it shouldn't be here.
It should not. But I have my home is just outside of the hollow.
Oh, okay. Well, then by all means, just be careful. I don't want that to hurt you or anyone else here. You've already shown us a great kindness.
I will take my leave.
Thank you.
Cool. So she leaves. She puts the ruby medallion around her, or the ruby around her neck. I assume it was still on like the little string and stuff.
Nah, it wasn't.
Okay, well then she holds it.
Nah, I lied. It was.
Okay, she puts it on, and yeah, she starts to head out, and I believe you two are fucked right now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Sapped of all energy after being cured of vampirism. So thank God.
Hey, on a D20, I rolled really low on him. So all things considered,
So here's the he as you wake up as you settle down in the bed, you are going to actually, both of you roll me one more flat D20.
got an 11.
3.
Okay, so nothing's gonna happen yet, but that's okay.
Yep.
I'll leave you with this. As we take like an aerial shot of kind of like Altair right now, it's almost like it's almost like an eclipse over the city, or like that kind of vibe in the video game. Some weird shit's kind of burbling and bubbling, and like little Navi flies all through the city, goes right under into the cave where you first had your Griffin experience, and the statue's eyes will close. From Vecna. Definitely not King Roan, like I said before. This is retconned. I made this clear in the second one. Fuck off. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Wow. Wow.
Are you recording right now? Okay, cool. Simmons. Hey, roll me over. Simmons. Hey, guess what? I'm a pickle. I'm Pickle Krog. It's the Salty Boys. And I will always love you. And truly, it's not bourbon. And etching.